Hey, I had actually tried recording this once more, but Molly came home and was a little annoyed that I was sharpening weapons. She can't stand the rasping sound, which I don't mind. Hell, I can't stand nails being clipped. But when she came home, I had one, maybe two left, and I told her I'd wait till she goes to work. But as you can see, all of these were done. So now I just gotta finish the rest of them. But I don't even remember what I was talking about the first round. I think it went on for almost like 7 minutes. I will say I'm trying not to cut myself, so I'm sorry if I am not as talkative as I usually am. Doing this in the kitchen is a thing. Sharpening cookery is a pain in the ass. More of a pain in the ass is doing my fucking sickle. That's a fucking bitch. Pardon the language. I did talk about how he's an asshole. Since he almost delimbed my friend. Was that another one of my things? Let's see. My cane hammer delimbed almost put the spike into my friend when that snapped. It's about a 3.5, 4 foot tall cane with a hammerhead on it. And I'll show you the head. It's very similar to the hammer that I own. The hammer I own now. Well, I had both of them at the same time. I consider my hammer is its little brother. But it was made by M48, United Cutlery. Well, United Cutlery's M48 line, I should say that. And the reason why I'm doing all this is because Molly and I are going on a trip Wednesday back to New York for a week. And I decided, hey, you know what? Let's bring in my bug out bag because Molly needs a new backpack, travel backpack for the trip. So I'll give her the one I usually use, and I'll use my bug out bag that I got for a groomsman gift. And while I was at it, I noticed, hey, some of this stuff is rusted, and I need to oil and clean it up, and I might as well sharpen. And don't ever go towards you. That's bad. Kids, remember that. Like with every knife, cut away from yourself. Just because I'm doing it, not doing it, doesn't mean it's not wrong or right or whatever. You all know what I mean. But everything needed an oil, everything needed clean. I haven't been cleaned and oiled in a rather long time. I started doing my dual-headed axe, and Molly really couldn't stand the sound. And I was like, but they need to be cleaned. Oh, fuck. And this one is one of my oldest, as you can see by the little clip that's been gone. But I had cleaned my machetes, my tomahawk, my dual-headed axe, my mini hatchet, 2 of my knives. Yeah, but the hammer was a bit more curved on this end, but same type of head, very dirty. Used it for when my hip was acting up, and actually on my back when I got back from my honeymoon, my foot, I fucked my foot up while we were in Florida. A lot of walking in poor shoes. I'm talking like Probably about 16 hours of walking a day. Now, if you wonder why I'm doing this, my friend got me the bag and almost decapitated himself. Or not decapitated, delimbed himself off my sickle and my hammer. Rounded sharpened this back spike. And I figured, hey, let's sharpen it a bit more. We'll hone it up. Funny story. We chopped a tree down into little manageable bits with this hammer. Because I don't know how well the head comes off, but beauty of a head. And we thought it'd be a great idea after that to round out this back spike so it does a little bit more damage. We were always a let's damage people. That's what we were. When you have friends who are just like you and weapon enthusiasts, bad things happen. And since I am just about done with that, it's time to oil the back spike. But not much has happened since my last video. I don't really remember too much of what I talked about. My wife did end up watching all those videos and everything I've posted since, I want to say, August-ish. But who knows? Well, anyone knows. They can go look it up. I'm just too lazy to stop the video again. But nothing's really been going on. I have been going lately for the past 2 weeks to a Friday and Saturday night Magic for Commander, and had fun. People say my Goblin deck is aggro, but I don't play aggro enough. I got hated on one game because turn 3 Blood Moon on all decks that were multicolored besides me. Turn 3 Blood Moon. And then I played against this kid that I really hated. And I'll call him a kid because he's still in high school from the looks of it. He decided to go and say I got responses to what game we were in where he made it so every spell you cast comes in tapped. So your artifacts, your creatures, your enchantments, everything's tapped. And then another guy was like, nah. You can only untap one artifact, one card. No. You can only untap one land per turn. And then he also, later that game, said you can only untap a maximum of 2 permanents per turn. And this kid who cast the everything comes in tapped was like, I got responses. And the other two players and I were like, look, if you got responses, play them. Shit or get off the fucking pot. Because every time it wasn't his turn, and it was his turn, he was like, I got responses. His responses was, I play a land. I'm sorry, but if you're saying you have responses, your responses are, I can counter that. I can negate that. I can do something against that. And there are people who say, well, technically you can tap a land and play a land in response. Well, that's a shitty fucking response. I'm sorry. But I haven't been doing much. I'm thinking of shaving my head once more before I leave Wednesday. I don't know. Zemo's been chill. Here's my chill little cat. He's looking at you guys like, what the hell's going on, Dad? But that's about all I have for today. It was good. It's been a while, so I figured, hey, might as well talk. Well, see you guys when I see you, or when I talk again. Whatever. See me when you see me again. Yeah, that sounds better. Bye.